just a fat L, isn't it?
Hey, Spirits. I just wanted to let you all know that this episode was recorded nearly 2 years ago. Wow! Just thought I should mention, also keep an eye out for more up-to-date episodes. Coming soon. We've, been kind of lazy. Back to the episode.
Hello, everybody, and spirits alike. Swamp's here, and I'm here for another episode of the Enter the Swamp podcast. And in today's episode, we have another guest, a friend of mine who lives in the land of Britonia, Britain, the UK, if you will. Hedgey.
Hello.
Yes.
I am Hedgey. I am Swamp's British friend, and that's all I'm known for.
More than that.
What's it like living in hell?
I mean, better than your swamp, so I'd say it's alright.
He
I
wishes.
see what you did there, you fucking piece of shit. Anyways, so yeah, so we have Hedgey. Bone hasn't talked, I don't think.
Fucking piece of shit.
Me.
Hello. I'm here.
Yay, Bowen! Bone's playing a game like a filthy degenerate.
I can talk and I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm playing with my dice.
But yeah, today we're gonna be talking about, you know, the usual thing for whenever we have a guest on. I mean, granted, we've only had one other guest episode with the lovely Kaiwai, but today we have Hedgey, who is British. So,
And better.
I guess we could start with some of the shit, like how we, well, I guess only I met you, Hedgey. It was
Oh yes.
like 2 years ago, was it at this point?
It was that long.
I think so. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
like it's been a bit. First time we actually like met, like talked, was during the Stratori SMP, which
was that first time?
yeah. Well, I mean, I did talk in your chat a bit,
Yeah.
and that was about it. From you know, until in Stratori SMP we actually talked back and forth with words, and it was definitely something, because at that point I was just in your chat and I was just like, yeah, you're great, yeah, you're nice, but then when I finally got to talk to you, my online persona came out and was just like fuck British people and all that shit, making all the stereotypical jokes like, oh, fish and chips and messed up teeth.
I don't think for the first like 2 weeks we actually spoke to each other a nice word was said about each other's country.
Yeah. Which is definitely
I still don't
fair.
think that's the case, actually.
I don't think my country's that good. America
No,
is
you're
not.
wrong.
Wrong.
No, you're totally
Best
right.
country ever.
Yeah, America sucks. I feel like there's some things that Britain, the UK, just does better in a lot of ways. Like their
Everything, by the way.
Like stabbings.
Oh my God, Bowen.
Better than a bullet.
Sorry.
Better than a bullet.
That was a bit far. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's
Better than a
fine.
bullet.
Don't apologize to him. He
Freddie,
takes
you
all
come
of the
out again.
insults on the nose. I am telling you. There's no point in apologizing to this man. He's like, yeah, but you're worse every single time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is that I'm all wrong.
I was more so apologizing to
No.
Brandon. I wasn't sure if you wanted to go political with this.
I don't care. That's fine.
Fair enough.
One of the things I mentioned in the episode 0 that we talk about sometimes is like we sometimes, because knowing me and a little bit of Freddie, things definitely will probably go in that direction anyways. And on an episode with someone who is British, I feel like that is gonna be inevitable.
I can and will be racist.
But something like, for example, like something we can talk about that's political. What the fuck is Brexit? Like, I've heard about it.
Oh God. Oh God.
You're obligated to tell us. You're the British person. The token British
right,
friend.
okay.
Yeah, we have no
Explain
reason to
yourself.
educate our own selves in this matter.
Just so there's no angry people, I am not a politician. I am.
Now you are.
I have nothing to do with anything, and I don't even know myself.
I did
But
see you
I'll
wear a
give it
suit
go.
on stream one time, so I don't know.
Basically, you are.
Did
a
I?
politician.
I think you were doing like a homework stream or something for some shit.
Shit, they found me. Nah, yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one. So we'll go way back to the olden days of someone called David Cameron, who was a prime minister, and he thought the public should vote if we wanted to stay in the EU, which is not Europe, by the way. EU is like an alliance of Europe. But anyway, wanted to leave the EU. The public decided they did want to leave the EU. He wasn't happy about that, so he left office. And then ever since then, we've had a bunch of spackers who don't know what they're doing, and Brexit is just a shit show. So that's my opinion on it. Well, that's what I
A bunch
think
of
it is.
whats?
He,
Wait, a bunch of whats in office?
Spackers. Never heard that before.
No.
did you say
What does that
buggers?
mean?
What'd you say?
Spackers. So SpackA.
Never heard of that one before.
Spackers. That's a wild one.
Idiots. Let's say. That's a tame way of putting it.
Okay. Hey Josh,
you
can
get
you
the gist.
can you look up British slang?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Put it in the chat so we can just randomly use it. No slurs though.
I thought I heard something about. I mean, like when I because I think I asked Freddie, which this was like years ago. I think it was before I even met you, Hedgey. I think. I asked Freddie like, "What is Brexit even? What is And I think she said something about like it being something with delivery, like the
What?
mailing system or something.
What?
Hold on. I mean, I might try help you out a bit. I'm not sure if it'll have anything to do with what you're on about. It's all about like trading routes. That's a big part of it.
Okay.
So
Alright.
obviously we're not in the union anymore, so we don't get as good trades from other countries in Europe. So it's made the prices of everything go up.
Oh. Dang.
No,
I
it's
don't know
like
if
being
that's
in America.
like what you're on about, but
Yeah.
yeah. So we're slowly turning it EU, but we're not there yet. So
That's unfortunate. At least you'll probably still, have less gun violence,
yeah.
Stabby,
I don't
stabby.
think
Guns.
that'll I don't think
Guns.
that'll change.
Okay, you can say stabby all you want, right? But what are you most likely to survive with? If someone's at the end of the street with a gun, they can shoot you. If someone's at the end of the street with a knife, you can run.
I'm most likely to survive if I shoot them first.
Yeah, I was about to say if you yourself have a gun, you don't really gotta worry anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This is why you should be
No
shooting
gun.
at
But I
everything
can
you
run
see.
for more than
Yeah.
5 feet.
True. Yeah.
I have like 40 guns. There's more guns in America than people, so.
I'm actually cleaning my gun right now.
So am I. Hold on, let me test it real quick. Yep, still
I'm
cocks.
definitely feeling the patriotism.
Why would I need a firearm when I have these guns?
Is that the start of a laugh
Sorry,
track?
Yeah, I
Start
cut
the
it
laugh
off like
track.
the middle of
Cut
it.
off what's hilarious. At least to me, I find it funny.
Just halfway through. Actually, no, that's not funny.
Just
Just changes to a boo.
Boo! Boo!
I don't have a boo button, unfortunately.
Boo button.
I've got a cum button. It just chooses a random cum sound.
Ew.
Stop that.
All right, we can put a sock in that.
Lots of
Yeah,
people.
put a sock over that. Put that in a sock.
Something else that is... I don't really know if I would call it political, but the schooling system, from what I've heard in the UK, is a lot better.
Yeah.
I remember... Because we've tried talking about this bullshit. I mean, we tried doing the podcast a few times now, which is fine. I'm okay. I'm not fuming and shitting and pissing with rage.
Hold on, is that
Good
British?
job.
Fuming.
Fuming? I don't know. I
How
don't
do
think
you say
so.
that?
I've used it before.
Yeah, I've used it. Yeah, we say that too.
Oh, I thought that was a.
I think it's more
UK
common in UK, but I definitely have used it before.
Yeah, but I think that the from what I've heard and what I understand, and what you mentioned last week when we tried to do it initially, the podcast, I felt like I should have
Thanks
prefaced.
for the clarifier.
Yeah. So British schooling just seems a lot better. So for us, does anyone want to explain how American schooling works? Because I don't know how to start it. Because like
It doesn't.
it's all kinds of
Works
fucked
just
up.
like the other one. I don't understand what's the difference.
Okay. So the biggest problem, well, one of the biggest problems I have with American schooling is it was made at a time when factory jobs were the most likely and most common and easiest jobs to get. So our schooling system was made and was built around was built to be more of an endurance test. The amount of bullshit that we learn and useless stuff that we learn is basically the same as it was back then. Granted, obviously, times have changed. For example, new math or whatever, like parents, if they were to help you with math, they'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? This is not how I learn. I was about to, I don't know. I was about to say something terrible.
Beat my kids for being smarter than me.
But from what I have heard about British schooling, obviously there's...
Don't forget the fact.
Go ahead.
Don't forget the fact that American schooling, you have to take a special history class if you want to learn about the whole world and not just America.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep, you have to take world history specifically.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our
Some
history is just everything.
some of the history classes that you take, though, that are mandatory, is you learn about ancient places like Greece or
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia or Rome.
The Aztecs.
But other than that, yeah, we don't usually learn about anything else other than ancient civilizations, ourselves, and that's it when it comes to history, at least.
Yeah, see, we learn about pretty much not everything because there's so much, but we cover a lot of
I
topics.
mean, I learned about,
World War
I
II
learned about
is
world
obviously a big
history.
one.
but I had to take an AP class for it.
For what? Sorry.
Oh shoot, did it cut out? I
Yeah.
said I learned about world history, but I had to take an AP class for it.
I did it again.
Ready?
Would
Going
you say
to
you're
cry.
Doesn't come back.
cheesed off?
A little.
Yeah.
So I said I learned about world history, but I had to take an AP class to do it.
I bet he doesn't know what an
What's-
AP class is.
That is
Advanced
literally what I was
placement.
about to ask. What?
Yeah,
So
it's,
that's advanced. Learning about the world is advanced.
Yeah. Well, it was an AP World
'Cause
History, but we didn't have normal
I'd
world
say
history.
our history is quite easy. I'm not sure if it's the way we learn it or if it's just everyone finds it interesting, but a lot of people do well on it. And for what Swampy said about how you only cover a certain amount of subjects, we cover the Romans, World War II, World War One, slavery. There's just like English history, so Anglo-Saxons, the Vikings, the French, and obviously there's a lot of English history, so that's a big topic.
Mhm.
And then we also learn about how stuff like medicines came into play, because most medicines came from war, which is another thing.
Yeah,
It's quite interesting.
I knew that. That most medicine came from times of war when we needed it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Can't
really?
really,
Did you know
uh,
that? Did you know that, Brandon?
I did know that. You can't really heal a bullet wound though. I mean, it's hard. It's easier.
It's possible.
It is possible, but like, I mean, I'm thinking like old time.
I mean, I thought if any country would be able to heal a bullet wound, you would have had the most experience. I mean, it's quite embarrassing you haven't
There
came
you
up
go.
with one yet.
Guns.
Like, we can fix a knife wound, but
I mean,
know.
some of them.
most of them. But we also get it for free, so it combats.
Oh, nice one.
So
Yeah.
true.
No defense to that one, just solid roast.
So good luck getting into debt when you get shot.
That's what I say. If I break my leg right now, I'm in the hole.
I am already in the hole. I owe $2,500.
Damn, what happened?
Oh, I existed. It's like 2 appointments worth of money.
Oh,
Oh God.
Just hospital appointments.
yeah.
Jesus.
I think they were just normal doctor appointments.
I was gonna say, what the damn? I was gonna say, the doctor better be fucking sucking your dick if he doesn't find anything wrong with you.
Whoa.
Well, you're perfectly healthy.
Premium blowy right there.
Yeah,
What'd
do
you
they
say?
do that, Hedgey?
I think that's where you take the cake.
Bowen,
What?
I said it was an OBGYN appointment, so you're halfway there.
How much does it cost a person to call an ambulance?
I think it's like 5,000 average.
5,000.
Yeah, like if you're calling an ambulance, you got to be able to. You usually keep in mind that it costs $5,000 to get an ambulance ride.
I mean, we can call an ambulance, like, say you fell down the stairs.
Mm.
It's not really that big of a deal. You just call the ambulance. It doesn't take away, like, a lot of money.
It doesn't cost half a fucking car.
I don't have to, like, take a limb off.
Oh shit!
All right, it's a little bit better.
Jesus.
It's based on miles and where you are, ranging from only $8 per mile to upwards of 3.6 thousand per mile.
A mile?
Yeah.
How was... I don't even know what to say.
Oh.
That is ridiculous.
Speaking of measurements, our measurements kind of aren't. They aren't based. They're pretty cringe.
Shut up! It's
We-
perfect.
We got
Farron-
them from the British.
True.
What are your measurements? So, like, what do
Imperial.
you use?
Miles, pounds, like the currency, or not the currency. Sorry, the weight.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. Actually, I like Fahrenheit. The only
I don't-
thing I think
I know.
Celsius is good for scientific purposes, but like in terms of it feels hot outside, I don't think 30 degrees sounds hot compared to like 90 or 100.
I'd disagree.
I feel like
Because it
Celsius
just-
makes more sense to me, and I
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. Like, I mean, freezing point is 0 Celsius, and boiling point is 100 Celsius.
I'm
So
on
it just
Josh
makes
with
more
this one.
sense.
In terms
Like-
of like feels like nobody's ever going to step outside, and it's not going to be 100 degrees Celsius outside unless it's the end of the world. So in
Yeah,
terms
but I
of
know, I'm just saying.
oh yeah, I mean I know what it's based on and why. For scientific and cooking, it's actually better. But for like to room temperature wise, I'd say Fahrenheit's better for telling that.
I mean, I honestly don't even understand anything about Fahrenheit. It just
Fahrenheit
doesn't
is
make
more like
sense.
a percentage of how hot it is. So like 100 is about as hot as humans can stand, and 0 is about as cold as humans can stand.
100's about the most.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to go over 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
But and then you can't just say that 100 be the most, because what about if record temperatures break?
oh, it's
No,
not
yeah,
actually.
it can get hotter.
It's not based on like actual science in this case. It's again like feels like
It's just a vibe.
Right, the fact you've had to explain Fahrenheit as just a vibe, I'm starting to feel like Celsius is better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Starting. I just
Yeah, I already knew that
100
deep
means
down.
it is 100% too hot.
to prove that our schooling isn't very good. I mean, granted, I'm autistic, and that's part of the problem. But it was way worse when I was I was younger. I like just like last year learned the order of the months because the schooling system failed me in that aspect.
Jesus.
And also Fahrenheit I still don't understand. Celsius still makes more sense to me. And I didn't
So you have a
even learn
country
it.
that made up its own rules, made its own metric system.
no,
or
these
a
all still
email
came from
system.
Britain.
Yeah,
Fahrenheit
well,
originated
I
in the
don't
UK.
care. I will have my rant. But the point is, you don't even understand them.
no. Not
No,
entirely.
but they're really
no.
hard to understand. You failed us. You gave us bad measurements.
Yeah,
How's it
It's-
feel?
it's your and the pirates' fault.
Yeah, but
We could have
adapted.
changed to a better measurement
We
system, though.
adapted.
We're
Our
stubborn.
parents,
It was
when
bad, we changed.
our parents were being told they had to learn Celsius and shit because America was like, oh, we're maybe gonna change to the with the rest of the world and how we measure things, but we didn't do it. We didn't fucking do it. We're still like behind in
We
that
probably
aspect.
thought it was communism.
My God, yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't doubt it. America was very against that shit.
Celsius, communism. They both start with a C.
Still is, actually, because a lot of people compare socialism to communism for some reason.
Speaking of which, over in Europe, I hear it's a little just a tad bit more left over there.
What do you mean a tab? Oh, like leftist.
Yeah. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, actually.
I am.
I mean,
Hedgey said last week
Not
that
Hedgey.
yeah,
I'd say Europe is 10 times more right swing than it is America.
Really?
that
Because like our
Definitely.
Democratic,
I don't know
the
about
Democratic
that.
Party here, like the left leaning
direct-
party.
I don't
The-
think the directions are the same.
Like politically, the left leaning party over here, the Democratic Party, when they meet in Europe, they meet with like the right of center people over there, and like our right over here is like extreme right compared to Europe.
yeah.
I don't really. I mean, it is Europe, so it's all a bit funky. But most countries now are voting in right wing presidents and prime ministers, and I feel like the media portrays Europe as more of a leftist area than it actually is. Because they'll post stuff about how it's all left swing, we agree with America and everything, but the actual public like disagrees very much. I mean, like, I don't think I've met a single person in England that likes who is the Prime Minister right now.
You could also live in a
So-
conservative area.
That's true.
Yeah, but
But then again,
even
Britain is so small, you know, you just walk 2 feet and you're in another country, so maybe not.
You're tiny.
well, right, okay, but we still owned you, so you know, chat shit, get banged.
Ever heard of the Boston Tea Party?
We threw your
Boston
shit in
Tea
the sea.
Party.
Wait, you guys didn't learn about that?
Is it-
Again,
Mate, well, I don't know. I might have just not know what it's called. Just explain, and I might be able to.
again, America being America, it was probably like one of those situations where, like, for example, you know, wasn't it like the Vietnam War? We were like, yeah, we won that, right? Even though, didn't we like run?
No one ever told us we won.
Really?
No one ever said I won. No, we
I'm pretty
lost
sure. I'm pretty
terribly.
sure school, like, I was told the opposite. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe my teacher
So-
was
It
just
was-
crazy.
Yeah.
So the
it was made
Revolutionary
very,
War,
very clear to me that
the
we
Boston
lost that
Tea
shit.
Party, the only reason that we won is because they were like, it's not worth the effort.
Can someone please give us some context?
Oh, okay.
So the Boston Tea Party is a big, important event in American history where a bunch of settlers went and chucked a bunch of tea from a trading boat into the water.
Oh, yeah. I know about it.
We were like, fuck you and fuck your tea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay. I mean, I don't think it
And?
affected us at all.
Yeah.
I think you just chucked a bunch of leaves into the water to prove a point, but, you know.
Really?
Like I said, like us being America, we were probably like, "Yeah, fuck you, yeah." That's what
were
you're,
so
you're gonna cry, you're
proud.
gonna cry, and then they're just like, "It's tea." What?
I mean,
It's
this,
like a
this is the thing
tantruming
about-
child.
yeah.
They just throw their own stuff on the ground, and the parents are like,
They're like, once we turned quote unquote 18, they're just like, "Okay, get out, just leave us alone. Fine, you're your own country. Just go."
I mean, I don't want to
Fine,
hit
take
you with
the
some
car.
facts here. I don't want to like be the fact guy, but it's hold on, I've just lost every train of thought in my head. So what we're talking about? I don't know what the hell just happened there. My brain just reset.
The Boston Tea Party, we threw a tantrum, and Britain was like, "Okay, fine, you're a country."
Oh yeah. I remember.
Like, once
So,
we quote unquote turned 18, they're just like, "Okay,
yeah, the
fucking
whole
leave."
civil war, the whole revolution against the British. It just like it annoys us when Americans try and say that they won and that they're so much more better and powerful,
Yeah.
because we like we just know it's fake. I mean, it's like we are like, because the British Empire was obviously still around when the revolution happened, so we had so many things going on at one time.
Mm-hmm.
We only sent a percentage of our troops to America to try and deal with it. And even then, it was probably a lucky escape that yous got rid of us. But like we had all of our troops was just scattered around different countries because we owned that many. A lot was in India because India was obviously the jewel of the crown, or the jewel of the British Empire. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting how yous all get taught about how yous are the best country in the world, the American dream.
It
So
definitely
powerful.
didn't. That freaking what's the word that Okay. Though those lies and shit didn't work on me. Like, I don't think America is very good.
Propaganda. Wouldn't say they're
Yeah,
lies,
that's what
just
it's
propaganda,
it's called. It's called the
opinion.
American Dream. You need to wake up.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I learned all of that in an AP class
Have you
because-
explained it?
Wow.
because they only teach you that if you're advanced placement.
Oh,
They let all the dumb
She
people think America's amazing.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Yeah.
I just find it interesting that you have to take an advanced history class to learn about our, like, normal history. Like, our history class is advanced. I just find that weird.
the AP classes aren't even that like much better. They
Yeah.
just like hand them
They're
out
definitely
packets, I
harder.
believe. Yeah,
They're
I'm not
definitely
denying
harder.
that. I'm just saying that they just give you a fuck ton more paper to write on.
Yeah.
Actually, I have got some questions that I need to ask about your
Yeah.
exams. So,
Oh God.
is your exams multiple choice?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
That is just disgusting.
Why?
They're almost never strictly multiple choice. There's oftentimes
Yeah.
like over half. of it
Usually
is,
there's essay
written.
questions.
I know, but it's just any multiple choice. I mean, it's like, even if you have no clue what the answer is, you could tick a random box and then get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also got told, I'm not sure if it's true, but that you're allowed your phones in exams.
No.
No. Not really.
No.
Not true.
Very rarely. Unless
mean,
it
there-
is specifically an open note exam. No.
Yeah.
If it was a open book exam, like, would it count as a proper exam? Would it still affect your grade?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, ours wouldn't.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're not allowed to use anything in our exams.
Yeah.
If we do an
Usually
open
an
book
open book
one-
exam would not allow phones. Still.
Yeah, in an open book one, it's like we only do them in class to practice for the actual exams.
So. Okay.
Sometimes they can affect our grade. Not always. Sometimes they're just for practice, but usually, and they're not part of these standardized tests that we take at the end of the year. They're just part of general classwork.
All right. Okay. I get that a bit
The
more. now.
standardized tests are a lot more strict.
So when it comes to, like, okay, because how can I say this in a way for you to understand? Because I know what we call high school is something completely different for you. Same with
I mean,
college,
it
university,
would be
and all that.
mostly secondary school, but part of your. So what? How old are you in high school? What's the ages?
14 to 18, yeah.
Okay. Our secondary school is 11 till 16, and then 16 till 18 is optional.
I remember you saying
They're
that.
done at 16.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The
So at 16, you move on to something else, but it's optional. You can just go straight into work.
oh, wait, no, that's right. You said earlier in your school career you choose basically like at least like a pseudo career path. Is that right?
Like, as in, you've got a basic idea of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. So, year 7, 8, which is about 11 till 13. You just do every subject, and then after that, until you're 16, you'll do a certain amount of subjects that you picked out that you want to do. So, if you've already got a job in mind that you want to go into, you can pick subjects based on that'll help you get that job. And then after you finish secondary, you can go to sixth form or college. College is more for apprenticeships, which is more trade work, such as like electricians and plumbers and stuff. And A levels are more for people who want to go to university and get a degree in a specific thing. But I've been through secondary and sixth form, and I still have no clue what I want to do. So that's just me personally. But that's how
That
it
happens
all
to a lot of
works.
people.
Yeah.
That's like really common no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Not having
I-
any idea what you want to do.
That would make sense.
Yeah, but most people have got, like, most people in my school, or just in the UK, have, like, a solid idea of what they want to do.
How?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about schooling and shit, and we were talking about measurements. Something else that is very interesting. Aluminum versus aluminium.
Yeah.
We talked about it last
You
week,
say aluminium, it sounds so silly.
and the reason why there's such a difference, and why you say it so stupid, it's
Okay, Mr. American.
is because there's two different spellings for the fucking element.
Like most
Yours has
words.
an
Okay,
extra
so why is
I.
ours?
There's
why is ours
several
the stupid
words
one?
like that.
Why is ours
We
the
just
stupid
took out
one?
an unnecessary I.
I know, you just made it easier for yourself to understand.
Yeah, we're not that smart.
Made it easier to say.
I figured.
Hey, I reserve the right to be a dumb himbo. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
And I reserve the right to be autistic.
Alongside of aluminum, there's I almost said aluminium. There's also color.
Oh yeah, color.
Honor.
Color.
Wait, do they add an extra letter to honor?
Yeah. And it's a
What?
lot of different words.
Ours has got a U in.
How do you say honor? Is it any different?
It sounds the same, but it's H-O-R-O-U.
Honor.
Okay, then that's just stupid.
Honor.
Honor.
It's so weird because we're
You
both
say white.
White.
so much emphasis.
You
White.
didn't say it funny.
Emphasis on what?
The T. I
White.
think. Okay.
I don't even
well,
say the T.
I heard it.
He just said it. He just said it like that because I was like, "Say white, say white,"
Oh,
White.
all right.
and he
Yeah.
was like, "White."
White.
He didn't say anything
Oh,
different.
right. Okay.
A
I was so
skeleton.
confused.
So, a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that I have a new ornament, let's say, hanging in my studio, right in front of my face even. I put truck nuts on my microphone.
Oh my god. Truck nuts.
Do you
What
wanna?
a stupid name.
Do you wanna know? Do you wanna see a picture of what truck nuts are?
Yeah, I do actually, because I don't even know what that could be.
Okay.
They're so uniquely American.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
it
when I-
That's
sounds
American
it.
culture.
A couple weeks ago, I just nonchalantly said it. Oh God, this bumper is so American. I'm just sending this picture.
Please.
So, yeah, a couple weeks ago I mentioned it, and I just thought, oh yeah, truck nuts. Everyone knows what truck nuts are, but you know, you're British. This is such an American thing. Of course, you wouldn't know what truck nuts are.
We should find the
I
John
just-
Oliver skit about truck nuts.
Truck nuts. Yeah, these are truck
Sorry.
nuts.
Well, so it's just a pair of bollocks that you put on the end of your truck.
I did not know that's what
Gamer
bollocks
girl
meant.
truck nuts. Oh my god.
Yeah, so they
I thought
just
it was like something you eat.
no. They're literally
Go for it.
It's literally just. Sometimes I suck on mine,
Teabag them.
but
That is
yeah, they're just
so weird.
they're just. I can send another picture. Hold on, like
I'm not sure if I want to see another picture.
here. Oh, here's
want
some
to see
pink
another
ones.
picture?
We have to look at them on the road.
Here's
just to
some
look
pink
at 'em in a
ones.
picture.
I have to see one every day. I literally hung some from my microphone. So
Why would anyone in their sane mind get that?
It's got
funny.
veins and everything.
yeah, exactly. Isn't that
Oh,
appealing?
that makes it buyable.
Yeah, it's such an American thing. Like I never thought of it about it before, but definitely for sure. Like it's
I think a British thing with cars is putting spoilers on cars that don't need them. Like any like teen or young person driving always has some modification to their car that it just shouldn't.
I'm gonna send a picture of the truck nuts training from my microphone.
So you've got truck nuts and you don't even have a truck.
I have a car, but I don't have a truck.
Do you have like train nuts over in Britain? Or sorry, trolley nuts.
Trolley nuts. No, you call them trolley bollocks.
Yeah.
Wait,
Call them trollocs.
trolley.
Trollocs.
They're just hanging from my microphone.
Hold on. What do you think I call a trolley?
A trolley.
Do you think
right?
I call a train a trolley?
Well, I know that there are trolleys also that like are more common than trains, right?
I don't
the
even know
one-
what a trolley is.
The train that's in the street that goes a lot slower.
I mean, we don't really have them in England, but in Europe, they're called trams. But it's kind of different from a train.
What's a trolley?
A trolley is the thing you go around the shop in and put your food in.
Oh,
like a
yeah.
shopping cart.
That's
Shopping
what I thought.
cart.
Yeah.
We're so literal. We're
Hey,
going
you
back to
can
the
nuts
we're
on
so
that.
literal thing. We just call it a shopping cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we call the trams trolleys over here.
Okay. Alright, okay, I get you.
No, it's like street trolley. You've surely seen these
Yeah,
things
that's what a
before.
trolley is. That's what a trolley
Yeah,
is.
they're mainly in Amsterdam.
Tram
No, that's
in
what a tram is.
UK.
Yeah, they're mainly in, like, mainland Europe. We don't really have them over here.
Hey, what's a till?
In what context?
The cashier kind of context.
A cash machine? No, it's not a cash machine. I don't know, it's a till. I can't think of what we call it. Register. The register. Cash register.
I just wanted to make you confused.
Okay.
I knew what it was. I just wanted to hear you say.
Yeah, you kind of threw us off there, I'm not gonna lie. I felt less British, but you know, it's fine.
What's your have you ever heard of Scrumply Tumpus?
Do you know what a whippity dippity is?
Yep,
Cut out.
yep.
He said yep.
Yeah.
He said yep. Why is that so funny?
Yeah, but have you heard of Scrumply Tumpus?
Yeah, I think so.
All
He
right.
lives down my street, actually.
Oh. Dang. That's unfortunate.
Do you know what supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
we love that one.
The
That's my
sound of it
favorite
is
long
quite
word.
atrocious.
No, like, that's an actual thing.
I'm sorry, what?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. No.
No way.
It's out
Are
of,
you
it's out of
shitting
a
in my
film.
mouth and calling it chocolate ice cream?
Hold on, I'm gonna search it up just to make sure that it's an actual word, but it is a thing.
I think
Yeah,
you're lying to us.
supercalifragilistic. No, because it's in a film. It's in a popular film.
Yeah. Everyone knows what that
Hold on.
what that
This has
movie
gotta
is.
be a word.
No.
It's
It's
made
a
up.
nonsense word in Mary Poppins.
Oh my god. According to Oxford English Dictionary, the word has now come to mean an expression of excitement approval. Or excited approval.
Oh. Cool.
But it says there was an earlier form of the word, supercalifragilistic expialidocious. Yeah,
If
I
you
know.
say it loud enough, you'll always
You know
sound
what?
precocious.
Maybe I should just get off Google.
I can say it backwards.
Go on then.
Soshwadilla Ivskekitilijarfilacropus.
I'll play it back and reverse.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I don't believe that.
I've heard it. It's spot on, actually.
Yeah.
They've
I'm really
showed
good at
me.
talking backwards.
Yeah, she didn't have a life in middle school.
I still don't have one.
Yeah.
I haven't had one the whole time, dude. Why do you think I still show off that trick to try and get approval? Come on.
I feel like you have at least a little bit of a life. We went to the Renaissance Festival a couple of days ago.
I mean, yeah, but that was hanging out with you. Does that really count?
That's
Oh
true.
my god, that was brutal.
Over there in the UK, they just call it the festival.
Talking about going to a fair. A what fair?
Renaissance Festival.
Renaissance fair.
Renaissance.
Resonance.
Renaissance.
About the Renaissance time period in Europe.
Yeah,
Okay, but why?
It's cool.
it's cool. People dress up.
We're normal. You're weird. Shut up.
They have like big ass turkey legs. And,
We don't have a festival because of it, because Europe actually lived through the resonance. Well, fuck.
You'll get there
I'll say it.
eventually.
The
You're
Resonance
having
Festival.
some trouble.
Resonance, the Resident Evil Festival.
Oh my god, how do you say it?
Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Renaissance. Right, okay.
Yeah.
The Renaissance.
You're bad at talking because you're British.
You are speaking my language.
No, you're speaking English. We're speaking American.
Okay, I'm gonna have a shot because of that.
Sorry, we don't speak teapot.
Oh
We
yeah,
don't speak little tea drinker
How-
boy. Little piss baby tea drinker.
I forget
boy.
how old are
Little-
you,
little-
Hedgey?
Little tea boy.
18.
18. Yeah. In America, you wouldn't be able to drink.
Yeah, put that down.
I have probably drunk more than you.
Yeah. I'm not a big alcohol person.
Alcohol does not taste good.
I'm going out drinking on Thursday dressed as Spider-Man, so beat that.
Hell yeah.
Dressed as Spider-Man.
Didn't we learn about the Renaissance in school?
Yes.
Didn't we?
Yes.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we did. That's another thing we learned in school.
That's wizard time, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why it's a festival.
It's wizard
actually.
time!
That's why
Yeah,
it's
see,
a festival. It's
our-
because it's wizard time.
Our idea
And everyone
of
dresses as
that,
wizards.
our idea of that era is completely different.
What's your idea?
It's probably
mean,
not nearly as romanticized.
Because we lived through it. So we just chucked women into lakes with a brick on them because we thought they were witches.
Yeah, no, we know about that. We did that too.
We literally, okay, yeah, we did that, but
more.
it's funny that you mentioned this because the last episode we literally were talking about the witch trials.
Oh yeah.
Because the episode was about funny fatals. And
Hold on, when was this era? Like, what year?
1600s.
Or what, America existed in the 1600s.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we just weren't like separated yet.
Alright, okay.
So it was baby America. It was America still in the nest.
Before it turned bad.
So, another quick question, Hedgey. Why do you talk like that?
Wait, what was the question? I didn't hear it.
It goes into
Tricky
an
mental
actual.
answer.
It goes into an actual conversation. I asked Hedgey why he talks like that.
Why the fuck do you talk like that, dumbass? Why do you talk so
want
funny?
the facts. I didn't
Okay.
realize you wanted
Yeah,
the
why-
facts.
Why do you
it's
sound so stupid?
I mean, we already talked about it a little bit with aluminum being aluminium in your fairy tale world. But the it's just okay. I know Minsem talked to you about this Minsum is probably going to be on the show at some point. What I originally thought was that America, like after we split up from the UK, like or whatever, UK was just like, we're not gonna talk like them anymore. We're gonna talk all posh like the Queen. But in reality, I think it was more like our languages ended up separating. Like they were more similar in the middle, but then after time and like being separate for a little bit, we developed the right way to speak, and then you guys decided to like just be, I don't know.
Gross.
Yeah. That's the word.
Okay. Just to inform the dum-dums, I'd agree.
Thanks for the clarifying.
So I'd agree with the fact that it was like a closer language and then split into two. It's also like we were, again, the empire. We were in so many countries that so much new words just came into things, and it just changed the language really quickly. And also we got invaded like thousands of times from different countries, so that's where a lot of stuff came from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We are actually strong, I'll have you know. So
But-
we're an island We're an island
France.
nation.
Used to
If
be a whole world nation. Not good at that, did you know?
You hate France.
but
Everybody
it's,
hates France.
it's funny because
Fair.
if you have so many cultures all around you and that you took over and or whatever, why is America
food
called the
bad?
Great Melting Pot?
This is the first time I'm hearing of this phrase.
Yeah, it's a thing that America calls ourselves sometimes, like in this American educational like kids show called Schoolhouse Rock, had a whole song based on us being called the Great American Melting Pot, because a lot of people fled to America for the American dream, and then fast forward today, and like it's hell.
Yeah, links back to my point earlier.
Yeah,
The Great
Yeah.
American Melting Pot.
pot. Yeah, there's even a I was in a play that was based on Schoolhouse Rock in middle school with Freddie.
I remember that.
You were still kind of a dick back then.
I had a crush on the guy who sang 3 is a magic number.
I'm sorry. You cut out.
I said I had a crush on the guy who sang 3 is a magic number.
I think I'm thinking of something else just came to my mind then. So there
What?
used to be an advert that used to be on the telly of UK, and it was some people singing that song who were Down syndrome.
Oh no.
Oh.
There's
So
some British propaganda for you. Just portray another country's song.
You see, anyone who sings the Great American Melting Pot
Has
is
Down syndrome.
retarded. I know we watched this a while ago, but I still find this video funny.
oh my god, not this video.
I've just started this calypso. It is fucking minging. Paradise Punch Lemonade. It is fucking minging. Suck your dad. It's minging. It's fucking minging.
Suck your dad.
Suck your dad.
I tried this fucking calypso. It is fucking minging. What does minging mean again?
Bad.
Bad, just bad.
What a fucking goblin axe.
Nasty.
It's fucking
This person's-
minging.
I don't know what that means.
I can't really pick out a video to send back because every video that comes from your country is just the worst thing
please,
to ever
please.
exist.
You are
Oh,
not wrong.
please. Yeah, please send.
Just anything.
Actually, no. I have one. I have an infomercial I'd like to send you, and I want your opinions on it, because holy shit, I find this egregious.
If this is some...
The backup bedside gun rack commercial.
The what? The what?
The backup bedside gun rack commercial.
Over 100 million Americans keep guns in their homes for protection. The Second Amendment to the Constitution guarantees all Americans the right to keep and bear arms, but these arms must be accessible. The patented backup gun rack keeps your shotgun at your bedside and is easily hidden by blankets and sheets. The patented backup device slides easily between your mattress and box spring and mounts your shotgun flush at your bedside, enabling access to your shotgun while in the lying position in your bed. For only $39.95, you can own the backup to make your guns accessible to you when you need them, yet hidden and out of the way when you don't. For only $39.95, you'll get the valuable time that may be needed to adequately protect you and your home. It's the smartest money you'll spend in your life. Get up now and call the number on your screen. Make your firearms accessible by ordering the backup. It's adjustable to fit any shotgun. Many customers are buying one for each side of the bed.
Call or go online. The backup is not intended for use in homes with children.
It's gonna be dark in your bedroom. You're gonna freaking try to reach for that gun and you're gonna blow your goddamn fingers off or something. I don't think this is a very good product.
Imagine you're sleepwalking and you accidentally shoot yourself.
Exactly! I saw this and I was like, oh, I'm saving this for the Hedgey video.
But don't worry, guys. It's only $39.95.
It's $39.95.
The patriotic music playing in the background at all times. Yeah. I'm surprised there hasn't been like an eagle with a screech.
With the red, white, and blue theme.
Yeah.
So yeah, America, tragic.
Shit.
Oh, what's the situation with Hold on, I'm trying to think of the right term. Just so I don't get cancelled here. The people you slaughtered and took their land.
There's a lot of those. Which ones?
Native Americans.
Native Americans.
Is that what you're mainly talking about? Yeah. Native Americans.
Yeah. So what's the situation with them? Do they just be like after you slaughtered them all, why are you friends with them now? Did you just go, oh yeah?
Oh,
so
we are not
cool?
friends with them. They are angry about it, and understandably.
Yeah.
They do not like us.
Yeah,
Nobody
I can see
is
why.
liked by them.
They're understandably spiteful people.
Yeah. Oh god. America's done a lot of fucked up
Is
shit.
it still true that you put them into camps, or is that not true anymore?
That was Canada.
We
that
put
was
them on
putting into
reservations.
camps. We put
Yeah,
them
I think.
What were you
maybe
gonna
it
say?
We just slaughtered them.
Were you gonna try and make yourself sound better? It was Canada that put them into camps. We actually put them into.
Canada had an issue up till like the mid 50s, I believe, with like mistreating
1950s.
Native Americans compared to us, who just stopped caring about them after we took all their land.
That's kind of the problem, is that we stopped caring.
But it's
We stopped
better than
caring
putting
about
in
them once we took
camps!
everything they had and ruined their religion.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we took them off their land and made them march thousands of miles in the Trail of Tears, where many of them died, only to put them in a new land that we just stopped caring about afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I love to laugh about the situation, but this is so hypocritical coming from a British person who did that to nearly every country in Africa.
I'm seriously gonna have to listen to this podcast after it's done, because I did not hear any of that. My internet is
God.
terrible.
Who are you with? What internet provider?
Spectrum.
I think Spectrum. If
Fuck
she
Spectrum.
cut out, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it's
the fuck is Spectrum?
It's just a U.S. Internet provider. They cover most of the U.S., but they're not the only one of them.
And they're
I don't
bad.
remember what it's called now, but it used to be called WoW Internet.
Breeze Line.
Breeze Line, yeah.
So we are on about boxes, rotors, or routers.
Routers,
we
yeah.
have them.
Routers.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we have like 3 or 4 big ones, so not one of them controls everything.
Yeah, we have multiple
Yeah.
big ones, but there is a problem where like they all compete and like force each other out of an area. So there are more than one, but oftentimes you're still only stuck with one in an area.
Yeah. I mean, do you have Sky over there?
No.
I don't think so.
No. Oh well, doesn't matter then.
I'm a little bit depressed about the fact that for a good portion while I lived in Ohio,
Already a red
the
flag.
main true.
God.
Ohio.
The main service provider was Spectrum, and I never got to say, oh, what internet provider do I use? Oh yeah, I'm on the Spectrum.
Can someone tell us anything good that's came out of Ohio?
Planes.
Porn.
Me?
Planes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that come
yeah.
from Ohio?
Wright
Yeah.
brothers were
Yeah.
born in here and built it here. But they didn't fly it here. They did build the plane here, but they flew it in Pennsylvania for some reason.
Fucking
Just
traitors.
Windier over there.
Less hills.
All right, I suppose
Fair enough.
less hills. Something.
I always thought it was a European thing.
Planes?
I thought it was somewhere in
Planes?
France.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No.
There was a guy in France. Did you see the guy who tried to invent the parachute? Didn't go well.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried to make a. So imagine a wingsuit, but flappier and bigger. That's what he tried to make, and to show everyone that he made this amazing invention, he jumped off the Eiffel Tower. And well, it didn't go too well. But at least he got his idea out there.
Leonardo da Vinci?
Surely
No.
surely it wasn't Leonardo da Vinci. Since when
'Cause
did
he did
Leonardo da
invent a-
Vinci kill himself?
He invented a wingsuit. I don't know how he died.
Neither, but I just can't imagine he would have killed himself.
Well,
It's like
not on
an
purpose.
Icarus
Wasn't he a
situation.
painter?
Flew a little too close to the sun there. But by that, I of course mean fucking jumped off the what? Where did they jump off of? You said
Eiffel Tower.
the Eiffel. What? I don't. Okay. I mean,
I got
sure.
scared there. I thought you didn't know what the Eiffel Tower was.
No, I knew
I
what
got
the.
really scared.
I was pretty sure you said Eiffel Tower, but I didn't want to be wrong, so I didn't say.
The Awful Tower?
I
What?
asked again.
The
I said
Awful Tower.
Eiffel.
The Twin Tower?
God damn it! This is just gonna be a thing, isn't it? Every episode we gotta mention 9/11. I guess. Jesus.
That's all I think about.
It was the big tragedy of our time.
That's unfortunate.
It's one of the things that comes to mind when America's said.
Yeah.
It's either white
Really?
bitches.
Weird.
It's either 9/11.
White bitches.
White bitches.
Oh,
That's me. I'm the
what
white
else
bitch.
comes to mind? Oh yeah, idiots. That's the 3 main things that come to mind. That's not even a
Yeah.
lie either. Like say that to
Dumb white
anybody.
bitches did 9/11.
I definitely think of the last one, the idiots.
Yeah.
Because our education system is bullshit. We already talked so much about that, but I just hate it. I hate it.
I mean, I don't understand why you'd vote someone in to be president who's already probably got their funeral arranged. Like,
Right?
he
Yeah.
has
I don't know
almost
if you're talking
died
about
so
Trump
many
or Biden,
times off
but-
just falling down the stairs. It's unbelievable.
Joe
I don't
Biden's
even know if
brain
you're
is
talking about
melting.
Trump or Biden, but either way, you're right.
Biden.
Definitely Biden.
Actually,
yeah.
anyone who you have in office, just
I don't know. Obama was young and
You have
spry.
to have like a certain age requirement to be president.
Yeah. Which is. I
Be
feel
able
like
to-
it should
okay,
be
You
lowered.
should be able to beat up a 13-year-old child and win for you to be able to be a president.
What does that mean?
I was about to say, like, where does
can
this?
you not beat up a 13-year-old child?
Why would you beat up a 13-year-old child unless they were
It's
talking
like
shit?
I'm talking about like a like a prerequisite, you know.
I changed my mind. I would beat up a 13-year-old child.
You could lightly breathe on Biden, and he'd probably die. You could
I
go
would happily
and then
kill
just
a 13-year-old.
kill a 13-year-old? Not even just fight a 13-year-old, like just straight up murder them?
Oh. I mean, I thought we were going to the death, but if you don't want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I think that's valid. If you think you're gonna fight to the death, and go for
Child
it.
death was not on my bingo card for this episode, I'm gonna say.
I think it should happen in the Colosseum. I think we should make a big event of it. Yeah.
Child murder wasn't on your bingo card for this episode?
Yeah.
You
9/11,
should put it on
maybe.
there.
What's on mine?
Child murder? No.
No, we're going for child murder.
Wouldn't that be such a good idea, though?
What?
We could have it like the Olympics and do it every 4 years. And that's who gets voted in for president. And then you'd make a lot of money off tourism if we do it in a big, fancy Colosseum.
Oh, yeah, look at the barbaric...
Make them fight to the death to see who
Americans.
could be president.
I mean, you might as well. Anyone who wants to be president.
Actually, no, I'm thinking
I
about
think
it.
we're already seen as barbaric Americans.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
I would say the opposite.
You don't
I'd say
think
you're
we're
seen as-
barbaric?
No, I'd say lazy.
Fair.
Did anyone play Black Ops 2?
I barely play any games. Shooter games,
I don't like shooter games.
Did you grow up on it, though?
No.
No.
Did you play the campaign?
No, if I didn't grow up on it, I didn't play the campaign, Hedgey.
I thought you said you played any game.
No, I said...
He said he doesn't play any shooter games.
Yeah, the only shooter I really play is Splatoon.
Have you ever played Rainbow Six?
No.
I've seen Rainbow Six played.
I played Siege.
One of my best
played
friends
Siege.
loves Siege.
Good. Siege used to be so good, and then they made it all about competitiveness, and then it kind of ruined it.
I agree.
I'll see the wildest shit being posted on Splatoon. Like, I'll just be walking around the lobby and someone will have, like, I don't know. There's some wild shit that I've seen. Some of it's funny, some of it's like, what the fuck? And some of it's like, you're young. For sure. I mean, it's like,
A lot of
I
it
think
right
it's
now
like
is,
10 and up, but still.
Sans and Papyrus.
I haven't been on Splatoon 3 in a while, but yeah, I can see that. I think I've seen that a little bit before I stopped.
Because it's spooky season, so people are just drawing a lot of skeletons right now.
That makes sense. I forgot that you get on you don't play online, though.
Me?
That's like the best part of Splatoon 3, in my opinion. Well, actually, any of the
Me?
Splatoon games. Yeah.
I play online.
Okay.
Really?
What game? Do you
Yeah,
prefer...
it's the only thing I do. I don't like the campaign. It's boring.
Oh, okay.
But I lost my
prefer
Switch, so I've
multiplayer?
been playing it on my boyfriend's.
I prefer multiplayer, yeah.
over solo or single player?
Yeah,
Yeah.
typically.
I really don't like story games.
Why?
I do
What's it
too,
all-
just not in Splatoon.
Splatoon lore is really fucking wild.
I much
Like-
prefer story games.
Like Fallout. Like the Fallout games. I love the lore of Fallout and all the stuff
I keep
about
meaning
it, but I just
to-
hate the games.
I keep
That's
meaning
fair.
to get into those
Yeah.
because they look pretty good.
I have Fallout New Vegas for the PS3. Never played it yet.
I was happy when they were making Fallout 76 because they said it would be multiplayer, and then it was absolutely awful.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I like the Fallout Bunker game.
Oh, wait, the one on your
I used to
phone?
have some fun for that.
Yes,
With that.
Fallout Shelter. Yeah, that one. I used to play
that
that
one's
all the time.
so fun. And that's just because I'm not good at shooter games, so it's the only one I like.
When I first got my Switch, that was the first game that I got, and yeah, it was fun. I haven't played it in forever though.
What about GTA? Because that's kind of a shooter game, but...
Oh yeah, I've played GTA.
GTA?
Yeah, I like GTA.
Okay, good.
It
Yeah.
sounded like you said GEA.
Yeah, I didn't. I heard like cheat year or something. But
Oh,
yeah,
I meant
I love
GTA.
GTA. I'm obsessed with
Okay, good.
GTA. I could play
I'm
it
not-
forever.
I play only for the driving. You know.
Dragon?
Driving.
Oh. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
the dragon.
That's the best part.
Dragging these nuts across your face.
use truck nuts.
Truck nuts. Yeah, true.
We should add that to GTA.
God, I wish they had
Yes!
truck nuts in GTA.
I would die for truck
Oh.
nuts in GTA.
If they don't have
Do you
it in
know-
GTA 6, I'm not buying.
Do you know who Theo Von is? Surely you've got to know who Theo Von is.
Who doesn't know who Theo Von is?
Okay, he deserves his own radio station on GTA 6.
Really?
Can you not imagine how funny that would be?
That would be hilarious. It'd be interesting.
Same with Joe Rogan. I think his podcast should be...
Just throw the fucking Joe Rogan podcast in there. That'd be hilarious.
I'd love to hear freaking Alex Jones on the radio. Just to fucking.
Please.
They're making the fucking frogs gay.
There's vampires and shit in the sky, and they hypnotize the
There's
populace.
demons! And they're coming for your babies!
There's
These
lesbians and they learn
demons
how to
are
fly.
coming in your ass when you sleep.
Can you imagine Kanye West on a podcast?
Oh my gosh.
Kanye,
Kanye West on a podcast in GTA. I would love that.
That would be so funny.
I just want to hear him say they're not that bad, and then everybody starts screaming at him.
I just love his clips.
I've
You know
never.
the one where have you seen the clip where it's him and Kim Kardashian, and I think they're getting the house redone or something, and he takes off his shoes, and Kim's like, why won't you get your shoes dirty? He just goes, it ain't gonna happen.
What the hell?
Hold on, I need to find this actually.
He's so ridiculous.
I found the clip. It will not load though.
And for good reason.
Hold on.
Hello? It's Kanye West.
I found it.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to Yep, there it is.
He won't
That's
get
the
his
one.
That's funny.
Yeezys dirty.
Came to see construction at our house, and Kanye refuses to get his new white 350s dirty in the dirt. So,
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's such a mood, though. They're nice shoes.
They're
What
fucking
about- what
shoes.
about the
They're
one-
supposed to get dirty.
What about
He's
the one
super
with
valid.
the jacuzzi? We don't have a jacuzzi. Do you know what I'm on about? I really hope you do, or else I'm gonna sound like an idiot.
It definitely sounds familiar. I don't know if I've actually seen the clip, but I've at least heard it mentioned. What the hell?
What a
Oh
character.
yeah, I'm so sad. Like the podcast is almost over. The recording. It's so sad. We didn't even talk about how rainy it is over there, or
How
how
miserable.
cloudy or miserable.
I mean, we have
yeah.
just been through a storm.
How everything about it is awful over there, and you should come here because America's so much better.
Except schooling, and the free healthcare. And
But he's done.
And
He's done
everything.
with school. So
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, the healthcare's faster here.
Yeah, well, what?
What'd you say you cut out, Fred?
The healthcare's faster here.
Sure, but like, I mean, you go into debt.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not really gonna spend 20 grand just so I can wait an extra 2 days for an operation.
But you don't die.
But I doubt I'd die in the 2 days.
I mean, pros and cons, right?
I mean, the pros... I mean, the cons definitely outweigh the pros, but, you know. We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And just because your country is on fire all of the time doesn't mean it's cold over here.
Oh god, yeah.
On
Gender reveal
fire.
parties and all that shit.
The only
we
reason it's
actually-
been raining a lot recently is because we've been in a storm.
I mean, that is how storms work.
Whoa!
How
You
rain
have a
is.
storm scaling your whole tiny ass little pee-wee
I know.
country.
The last time we had a storm was like months ago.
Yeah,
It wasn't even bad. It was just rain and wind as well. But you know.
It's funny that you mentioned that there's fires. I feel like you were talking about gender reveal parties. Am I right in that assumption?
No?
The California
I mean,
fire?
that also applies. But I was just gonna go on about the fact how it's boiling in your country all of the time. I mean, that would make sense why wildfires happen all the time.
It depends on where you are. Here in Ohio,
Yeah, it
it's
depends on
pretty
where
mild.
you are. Yeah.
Like Arizona, it's gonna be really hot, but then also
I was
like
gonna say, I think
Okay, you say
how
it's
small your country is and how large
Minnesota
it
is like freezing most of the year, and
You
Alaska
say-
is actually
what-
frozen.
It was like
Yeah,
40
yeah,
degrees
Alaska.
Fahrenheit today in Ohio this morning.
Hold on, 40 degrees. So 40. Okay, so that's freezing then.
Yeah.
Almost. It's pretty close.
Like average temperature around here is about anywhere from 15 to 22. That's where it is normally every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what that would be in your weird
Fi-
measurements though.
59 to 71. That's like average summer temperature here.
It's never 51 here in the summer. Are you kidding?
Not like a particularly cold day on the summer. It's probably like the coldest it gets at summer. You know, like early
I
morning.
can't
I think
even.
that would be record setting.
I can't even imagine it ever reaching 59.
It rarely drops between 10, like below 10 degrees. Here. I'm not sure what that is, but
All right. So, before we wrap it up and end the podcast, I'm gonna do what I do with every guest. I have a picture to show you of a graded paper.
right.
And I just want you to tell me how much of a dumbass that the teacher is for grading this paper wrong.
Oh my god, I love this so much. I've seen it before. It's so funny. Perchance.
Yeah. Perchance. Yeah.
An F is a
Alright.
bad grade, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
We have,
For Philosophy 101,
yeah, I had that in sixth form.
masterpiece. Should have been an A+.
What is philosophy? It's not that we don't have it, it's just I didn't take it, so I don't know what it is. Is it just like mind stuff?
It's basically, that's the best way to describe it.
It's figuring out kind of how individuals perceive the world.
No, that's not that. That's psychology. Philosophy is thinking about why the world is the way it is.
That's what I mean.
Oh.
Is philosophy the one where it's all about like you could be asleep right now?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
is that something else?
Maybe
like
it's a
that.
simulation, all that fun stuff.
Okay, so
Which it is.
it's a subject you take to have a mental breakdown.
Sure.
Pretty much.
You can, yeah. If you so
Sounds
desire.
Normal.
Or to get a free grade by just being crazy.
I mean,
Free-
Mario
You know
still
what?
got
Yeah.
an F, so
There's definitely bugs under everybody's skin.
That's true, but this paper is very sane. This paper is very
paper
sane. That's why it got a bad
is-
grade.
Not given the right grade. Because everyone knows Mario is cool as fuck. But who knows what he's thinking? Who knows why he
I think
crushes
Mario's-
turtles?
I'd say he's quite mid.
Get out. Right now.
I mean, by definition, probably. He's
I
definitely
mean,
like
he's
a.
Italian, so
So you're right. He shouldn't have rights because he's Italian. Same
I
with.
can't believe you'd say this about my culture. You're insulting my Italianness?
Yeah, she's Italian.
Bastard.
are you Italian?
Yes.
Oh. Well,
Well,
I mean,
my
this kind of links to earlier,
great-great-grandparents are or
but
something.
Italians got. Yeah, but I mean, what? Oh my god. Sorry, just
you
couldn't
can't even
speak.
talk.
Italy is one of the countries that has voted in a right-wing leader.
Yeah,
So-
isn't it like where fascism came from?
It started in Germany.
Yeah,
didn't it?
that's where it originated. Yeah.
Have you guys
No,
ever
it-
seen
it
like
came
the
from
like
Italy.
the main building of like Mussolini? Like it's like crazy. It looks goofy.
Linguini, yeah, he is a noodle shape.
Hitler got his ideas from Mussolini.
Wow.
Linguini.
He was heavily
Luigi.
inspired by him.
So basically, what you're saying is you hate the Jews.
No.
God.
My boyfriend.
And the
That's very
podcast.
Italian to me.
I'm not going into this.
And goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, goodbye. All right, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Wait, what?
I do not hate the Jews. I want to make that very explicitly clear.